everyone, I'm Teresa. In the last chapter I read you of Amelia Bedelia Makes a Splash, Book 11, was Chapter 9. So today I'll read you Chapter 10, which is called Pollution, Heavy or Light. The next night, the Polaris girls stopped by Miss Even's house so Amelia Bedelia could leave a note on her door apologizing for the juice bath. Amelia Bedelia still felt terrible about it. She was hoping that the night hike would take her mind off it. The landscape was mysterious and dim, lit by a tiny crescent moon. They followed Peggy down a road that soon turned into a trail and then became a narrow, winding path through the trees. "Lucky us," said Peggy. "When the moon sets, why do we need blankets?" asked Alice. "Are we spending the night out here?" "We're just going to veg out for a while," said Peggy. Everyone laughed. "Oh no, not more vegetables." "Actually," said Peggy, "we've got a date with the Milky Way." "Yum," said Amelia Bedelia. The moon was beginning to set when they came to a big clearing covering grass and clover. These are stars. This is the Milky Way. And this is a blanket. Peggy spread out her blanket, then plopped down on her back. Everyone copied her, including Amelia Bedelia, who turned around and around, flattening the grass before spreading out her blanket and lying down on it. She felt just like finally curling around before lying down, even on the rug. Now, Amelia Bedelia was sure that she must have animal instincts herself. She barked, and the other girls started howling at the moon too. When the moon had finally set and everyone had stopped giggling, they couldn't see Peggy or one another. "It's so dark," said Annette. "Dark with a capital D," added Amy. "At least the stars are getting brighter," said Alice. "No, they're the same," said Peggy. "They just seem brighter because there is no light pollution." "There's no heavy pollution either," said Amelia Bedelia. "Light pollution is caused by the light in our homes and cities, like lights from office buildings, shopping malls, and street lamps," said Peggy. "Out here at camp, the Echo Woods, there was much less light pollution." "Is that smoke?" asked Alicia, pointing overhead. This is finally, and this is what Alicia thinks is smoke. "Or maybe fog," asked Alice. "Or mist?" "That," asked Peggy, turning on her flashlight and pointing it at a speckled band of light stretching across the sky. "Are those stars?" asked Amelia Bedelia. "Meet the Milky Way, our galaxy," said Peggy. "The Milky Way contains our solar system. We're looking at its edge. It circles around to the outer side of the Earth too, where it's daytime." Peggy pointed her light straight up. "There are hundreds of billions of stars up there. Trillions of planets." "Scary," said Amy. "I like that," said Amelia Bedelia. "Maybe a bunch of friends are up there pointing flashlight at us, wondering who we are." No one said a word for a while. "Look," said Peggy, wiggling her light on a star. "That's Polaris, the North Star. It stays almost motionless all year. If you know where north is, you can find south, east, and..." "What was that?" shouted Alicia, pointing at a thin white streak fading overhead. This is the Milky Way with a label that says "You are here," right there. And this is Peggy pointing her light up at the stars. These are aliens with flashlights. And these are stars. A shooting star, said Peggy. Those happen all the time at night and during the day. Only now, out here, you can actually see them. Très joli, said Annette. Polaris is easy to find, said Peggy. See those stars shaped like a dipper? Like for scooping water? That's the Big Dipper. It points to the handle of the Little Dipper. That star at the handle's tip, the brightest, is Polaris, the North Star. Are we brighter than Sirius? Asked Alicia. Nope, said Peggy. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. We can't see it here at night until fall or winter. It's called the Dog Star in the constellation Canis Major, which stands for Big Dog. Long ago, people started seeing groups of stars as pictures in the sky, and those pictures are the constellations. Amelia Bedelia squinted her eyes and studied the stars above. She concentrated on drawing an imaginary line from one star to the next. She was making her own constellation, and she was going to name it finally. This is a shooting star. This is the Big Dipper pointing to the Little Dipper. And this is a Polaris star. This is Canis Major. And this is Sirius. And this is Amelia Bedelia's own constellation, Canis finally. It was super late when they got back to their cabin. Now you are truly Polaris girls, said Peggy. Sleep in tomorrow. We'll skip exercise, and I've arranged for us to have brunch instead of breakfast. Amelia Bedelia put on her pajamas, brushed her teeth, and climbed into her bunk. She looked at her countdown calendar on the cabin wall and realized that she had only 7 more days to go before her parents visited. The days were flying by. One last week to go, and then... This is Amelia Bedelia's schedule on her bunk, on top of her bunk bed on the cabin wall, and this is her sleeping. Okay, bye everyone. Meet chapter 11 next time.